There is this term in the music world that people keep using. They keep saying that producers are the people that do one certain specific thing when that's not true. The producer does everything. If you're a beat maker, you make beats, and that's what you do. You're a beat maker. You're not a producer. Like people call Rick Rubin a producer. Rick Rubin is not a producer. Rick Rubin is like an instructor, an organizer of music. He tells people, okay, no, don't do that, but do this. He's just like a guy there, kind of like an instructor in an orchestra. No, 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 no. No, cut that. Bring the, trumpet in or the choir in and all this. That's what he does. But it kind of it makes me mad when people call themselves and label themselves something that they're not. It's me, I am a producer. I can do it all. I can make the beats. I can do the melodies. I can say, hey, listen, put this part in the song. Even though people don't know me, I'm not known like that right now, but I can do everything. I've been doing this since I was like 12 years old. I could, I could write verses. I could think of where the part goes in the song. I could say, hey, look, a violin needs to be in this part, or a synthesizer sound needs to be there, or cut it off here. That is a producer that can do the whole thing. Like Sean Combs calls himself a producer. Sean Combs is not a producer. He is an organizer. He is an instructor. He tells people how to do it. I don't know what the word would be to describe these guys, but they're not producers. A music producer is someone like Timbaland, Dr. Dre, and even some of them guys can't even really be labeled as producer because most of their stuff they're sampling other people's music and then they're sampling artists. I just can't stand when people give themselves a label that they're not. And I can't stand being labeled as something anyway, but when someone calls themselves, like if you call yourself a chemist and all you do is you buy the ingredients and then say, hey, I'm a chemist because I have the ingredients, it doesn't make you a chemist. And it's like Dr. Dre, he makes his own beats. Timbaland makes his own beats, but he uses samples too. He samples other people's music and puts it in with his. So he's more of a beat maker slash producer. Dr. Dre is a producer. He is an executive producer. Rick Rubin is an instructor. He may go in and tweak some things, but he is not the one that is making the beats. He is not the one that is doing everything. Now, does he make beats? I haven't seen anything where Rick Rubin makes beats and Sean Combs and stuff. And I'm not saying this because I hate the guys. It's just they get put on a pedestal for things that they didn't even do. And this is something that just annoys me when that happens. It's like you shouldn't be getting credit for something where credit's not due. So this is what people don't understand. If you're somebody that is on a synthesizer and you play the melodies and you put it into a sequence and you do all that yourself, you are a producer. If you can organize the song and you can say, look, I know where this goes and I'm going to put this here and this doesn't go there. You are a music producer if you can make the whole song. If you're somebody that just makes the beats or you sample someone else's stuff and you use that, then you are a beat maker or a sampling artist. You sample other people's stuff. And there's a lot of these out there. There's a lot of people that, sorry to say, but we're kind of in like a copy paste generation. And if that's what you do, that's what you do. But when you sample other people's music, you cannot call yourself a producer. You are a sampling artist. You are a sampling musician. You take samples and you put them into things, you chop it up, and then you make a beat with it. You're a sampling beat maker. If you're someone that makes beats, then you're a beat maker. If you make the beat yourself with hi-hats and snares and kicks and synthesizers, you're a beat maker. It doesn't make you a producer, though. Some people can make a beat, but some people do not know how to organize the beat into sections or make a song out of the beat. Very few people can do that. And very few people come up with their own melodies. See, they make their own beat, but then the melody is from another person's music, another song. They sample it. So that makes them, yet again, a sampling beat maker. See, there's so many different ways to do this. It ain't just one thing, and people are just calling themselves one thing. Me, I am a producer that makes beats. I don't sample. I use one-shot samples, though. See, people are getting mixed up with this, too, with the whole sampling thing. There is a difference between samples and sampling. There is a very big difference. If you're using one-shot samples, like a kick, or a snare, or a hi-hat. No, the kicks, boom, 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 or boom, 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 and then a hi-hat, and all that, open hat. That's a difference between if you take that, that is sampling, when you're taking a whole thing that stretches for like 6-7 seconds. And it's like, I know people understand this. It's just they want to give themselves more credit than what they're actually doing. And this is what waters down the music. This is what waters down the when you say and call somebody a producer or a beat maker or something else. It waters this down when people are calling themselves something they're not. And it's something that it destroys the art to me. It destroys the music. It destroys what this is really about. It destroys the genuine authenticity of the person making it, because we have all these wannabes and all these copycats that want to call themselves something. They want to look like something more than what they are, so they can get the likes and the follows, and they can be seen on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. Like, look at me, I'm a music producer and I'm doing it all. When really all that you do is maybe, go to some website and you get a melody from someone else that made a melody, and then you put a couple hi-hats and a snare in there, and then you say, I'm a music producer. You're not a music producer. Sorry to say, but you're not. And there ain't enough people saying this to other people. And then people say, oh, well, why do you care? Why do you care? People are going to make people. People are going to make music regardless. Music is music. It doesn't matter how it's made. Yeah, okay, it doesn't matter how it's made. But when you have people calling themselves stuff that they're not, it's a lie. You're lying about what you really are. And if you're somebody that lies about what you are and you call yourself something that you're not, then you're not authentic. You're not genuine. You're fake. You're being fake. You're doing it because everybody else is doing it. You're doing it because you're a wannabe. You're a copy-paste artist, sorry to say. And there's too many of these out there. And I am someone, I'm not saying that I'm better than people. This is not why I'm saying this. But I'm someone that loves the arts. I always did. I have a fascination with the arts. And I look for artists and musicians that are actually doing their own thing, no matter how good or bad it is that people may think that it is. If you make your own stuff, okay, it may sound bad to one person and another person might relate to it and like it and get some kind of feeling from it. It just all depends on the person listening to it. So for us to say, oh, I'm a music producer, but yet you're sampling other people's music and you're copying and pasting rhythms, or you're just making some simple rhythm, that's not you. That's not you. You're just doing that for all this clout, for all this following bullshit, and to say, look at me, ain't I great? Ain't I the best? No, you're not. You're not great, and you're not the best, you know? And I don't know. It's not even about that with me. It's just about, are you actually authentic and genuine with your craft? You know, and if you're not, then why are you doing it? Then why are you doing it? You know? So anyway, it's just a quick video explaining that, you know, and a lot of people don't want to hear this. They don't want to hear this because they know I'm probably talking about them. They know that they don't put in the time and the work and the effort to actually get what they want to get from it. They make it way too easy for themselves. They go the easy route instead of going the route where it's quality over quantity. They go for this quantity over quality thing where they say, oh, I want to make more beats. I want to have way more samples, and I want to have way more sounds, instead of working with what you already got, instead of making that work. You see what I'm saying? It's we become this generation where it's not less is more. It's more. I need more, more, and more to sound better. And that is the complete opposite of how I see things. I see the less you have, the more creative you get. Like if I could go back, I think I would have just got one single thing that I could have focused on, a really good keyboard workstation that I could have focused on, so that I didn't have other things to work with, because it's confusing. It's too much. There's too much there to work with, and then you don't create nothing. You don't do nothing. It just sits around, and then you get confused. Oh, should I use this or should I use this? Should I use this synthesizer or that synthesizer? Should I go to these drum kits or those drum kits on there? And it just causes confusion for the artist. And this all ties in with what I mean. And like I already know, when I speak, I know a lot of people, they're gonna either get mad, they're not gonna like what I'm saying, or that they're gonna, somehow think that I'm the villain because I'm saying this about music. But look where this thing is going. It's just everybody sounds the same. Everybody sounds the same way. Everybody has the same type of flow. Everyone is using kind of the same type of sounds. Like, think of different things. Like, why do we want to sound the same or be the same as everybody else? What happened to being different? To being the unique individual? Like me, I look for sounds, if I do, that nobody else is using. I want drum kits that no one else ever used, that no one uses, that everyone just throws to the side and says, oh, they can't be used. That's what I want to use. The things that, the types of melodies that people would call weird, or, oh man, that sounds strange. That's the type of stuff I want to make. If someone says, oh, that song is too deep, it's just too real, it's all this and that, that's what I want to do. I don't want to just do it because everyone else is doing it. I don't want to just say things because that's what I think everybody wants to hear from me. I don't want to just be like everyone else because everyone else is being like that, to be like that, to be liked and to get a follow and all this shit. I've been on here for 3 years. I've been on this platform for over 3 years now, and I have almost 500 subscribers because I'm real, I'm authentic, I'm genuine. I don't bullshit myself for views and likes. I'm not going to be fake to get someone to relate to who I really am. I'm going to be me regardless. If I have 10 subscribers, 0 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, that would be great. then I could get out more. I could be my craft could get out there more for others to hear and others to see, and my art could be seen more. And it's like, I don't know. And if anyone's interested in that kind of stuff, I have everything in my description if you're interested in arts stuff. And if you're interested in help supporting my channel at all, that's how you can do it. So thank you. But yeah, that's about it. That's all I have. But it's like, what happened to the uniqueness? What happened to the genuineness? What happened to the authenticity of a person? It's all about looking like something today. It's all about being this brand that sounds like everything else. I have to fit in to get more views. I have to fit in to make more money. If you do these things that the top, searches are doing. Search the top ranking things and do what everyone else is doing so that you can get rich quick, so that you can blow up and be seen. I'm not going to do it that way. I'm just not going to do it that way. I refuse to do it that way. If I go the long road, that's fine with me. When everyone is going the highway, go the back road. That's what I say with everything, with music, with art, with life, with you as a person. When you go out and take a walk, why would you want to be in the busy highway when you could go to back road and it might take you a little longer, but it's a smoother ride? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I'm out. If y'all have any questions about music, art, life, anything, I will be glad to answer and respond. I like giving feedback. I like when people need to hear what I have to say, because then I feel like I'm wanted for something, and that's a good feeling. I can't lie. But does it matter if people do the opposite thing? No, it doesn't matter to me, because I already know who I am. I know the person I am. And I don't need someone else's approval. I don't need people to like me. I don't need people to give me affirmation of what they think that I should be for myself. And this goes with everything: music, art, life, everything. Who I am as a person, it goes with all of that stuff. So I'm Nathan Coleman. I go by Somebody But Nobody Resonate. Resonate the arts for my arts stuff. And like I said, I leave everything in my description. You can find everything you're looking for there if you're interested in something. It's your choice, your life. Stay up, stay lowly, resonate. I keep thinking I have to flip this camera because I have it backwards usually.